what have you learned about Joel Bitonio so far? What are your impressions of him? And how much can he help Jedrick Wills and Nick Harris if those are your guys on your offensive line come week one?
Yeah, Joel's a pro. Very impressed by Joel on a personal level as well. I think he's an outstanding teammate, and I think he's has some pelts on the wall. He's played in a bunch of games, so I think that always helps when you're breaking in a rookie next to him at left tackle. I think Jed is very lucky to have a player of Joel's caliber, but also just the type of person he is. I think that's going to be a really good relationship. And then just, I really think that group as a whole with Coach Callahan and how he runs that group, they got to play together. They got to play it's the old five of them make up a fist, and Joel's a very big piece of that, and making sure that we got the right mentality from that group.
Who has talent and who can move and do things well, but he hasn't just been exposed to as many of the looks as that we're going to see. So it's up to me and Wyatt and Jack and those guys and Baker to try and help him along as much as possible. JC's a great player though, so losing him for however much time it is different. It's something. But on the other hand, he gets Nick reps in case he does need to play at some point this season. He's not going to be like, man, I haven't got any reps with Joel or Wyatt or Baker at quarterback. So I think there's obviously you never want to see a guy go down, but if you can nitpick something positive out of it, it's Nick gets some reps and that's always good when you're a young offensive lineman.
And I know it's very early for Nick Harris, but early impressions, and you just mentioned how Joel and some of the other veterans on that line are going to bring him along. How's he look so far?
Yeah, so far so good. Again, it's all these young players. It's never perfect, and they're constantly learning. I mean, it's going to be a tough go early for these guys, just as they're taking in all the information. Then the physicality picks up, but I wouldn't single Nick out from anybody else. Just know that those guys, there's growing pains to this, and we totally understand that. It's our job to push him and make sure he's ready to roll if he's the guy.